Welcome to Fibocan's YouTube channel. I am Prabhu KB, CEO of Fibocan. As you are aware, we are into the business of enabling wealth. We enable wealth through training, coaching, mentoring, and through our innovative investment strategies and comprehensive training programs. So, as part of the training programs, we have uploaded our educational modules, module 1 to 16, in both English and Tamil in our company Fibocan's YouTube channel. That's very useful. Module 1 to 4 is ideally suited for anyone who is doing plus 1, plus 2 or HSE, whatever you want to call, or in the age group of 17, any stream, not just commerce, even science stream. 1 to 4, anyone and everyone should watch. Module 5 onwards is ideally suited. Module 5 to 8 is for degree holders. And anyone who is doing MBA or anybody who is doing CA, CFA, and those kind of finance specialization, they should definitely watch up to module 15. Module 16 is exclusively for income tax on derivatives. That is for traders who are trading on derivatives, and also for CA, CFA students and those who are doing articleship with auditors. So that is in our Fibocan's YouTube channel. Our daily videos which we put is purely focused on market related. So Monday to Friday we put about Indian markets, and over the weekends, either Saturday or Sunday, we put about the global markets. In this video, what we will discuss is, in every video, in the daily videos, we will discuss what happened, why it happened, what will happen, why, when, and how it will happen. Which is why we request everyone to watch our daily videos till the end. Don't stop in between. Encourage your friends and known person to subscribe. Click the bell icon. Thank you. Today is July 30, 2023, Sunday. In this video, we'll be discussing about the global markets for the week of July 24 to 28. That is Monday till Friday. We'll be discussing about the weekly and also where it might close towards the month. Only one more trading day for the month to be over. We will discuss that. As always, this video is divided into 3 parts. Part 1, we will discuss about Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, FTSE and CBOE weeks. And in part 2, we will be discussing about dollar and its components. And part 3, we will be discussing about Brent, NYMEX and US 10-year Treasury yield. First, we will the rates. So Dow closed at 35,258.96, 0.1% up, more or less flat. Nasdaq up by 2%, 14,316.66, 2% up. S&P 4582.33, 1% up, while FTSE closed 7694, 0.4% up. In the monthly till now, Dow is up by 2.5%, Nasdaq up by 3.8%, S&P up by 3%, while FTSE up by 2.2%. Yearly, as I had said already, FTSE is now on the upward direction and Dow is up by 6%. So let's go into the analysis part of it. If you recollect, last week we had expected slight pullback in this week, but that didn't happen. Now above the Bollinger upper band in the weekly chart, and it is nicely riding along the Bollinger upper band. In the monthly chart, it has formed in the monthly chart in the case of S&P, it has formed a solid green candle in the weekly, and Nasdaq and S&P also formed a green candle, and it is also touching near the upper band. So all three more or less similar type, excepting that Dow is above the Bollinger upper band, S&P is touching the upper band, whereas Nasdaq is just below the Bollinger upper band in the weekly chart. All formed a solid green candle, which you can see from the rates itself. In the monthly chart, in the FTSE on the other hand, in the weekly chart, it formed a solid green candle. In the monthly chart, when we look at the monthly chart for Dow, all formed a solid green candle. In fact, it is the third month in succession green candle is being formed in S&P and Nasdaq, while 2 months in succession for Dow. In the case of FTSE, last week itself we said that it formed a long leg green candle, which is a very powerful bullish candle, which means at the lower level the bears were flushed out. They were hammered. Actually, technically The bears were hammered out, and the closure for all these indices is going to be more or less at these levels. In the daily chart, of course, it has formed Dow formed a spinning top or a doji, a candle within the body of the previous big red candle that it formed on Thursday, which indicates there is some pullback that can come on 31st, that is Monday, the last trading day of the month. But that notwithstanding that, it's not going to be a big fall on Monday. But whatever the directional move that has to come is going to happen only in August. The closing for the month is going to be more or less at these levels, around 0.3% or 0.4% or half a percent this side or that side. I mean, upward direction, half a percent up move is not possible, but at least down move of a percent is possible, but nothing more than that. It's the closure is going to be more or less at the same levels. So all these things form the same level, while FTSE is forming a rounding top like thing, and from there it is actually what you call technically it is waiting for the bands to go up. Once the bands go up, again it will resume its upward journey, because it is on a powerful up move. In fact, the last second half, as mentioned 2-3 weeks back itself, is going to be FTSE. Lastly, on the CBOE VIX, in the weekly it formed a solid red candle. In the monthly, it has formed an inverted hammer, which means last week itself we said that we don't expect a significant fall from these levels in FTSE, because in the CBOE VIX it is now at 13.3 levels. So any fall around 11 to 10, it will take support from there and it will start bounce. That is what we expect, which is reflected in daily. It has the bands have shown exhaustion in the daily chart, the Bollinger Bands, which means that the selling is over, which means that we might have some up move coming in the VIX, CBOE VIX. So in part 2, we'll be discussing about dollar index and its components.